Now to a Target 12 Investigators exclusive. A longtime member of the Rhode Island State Police suspected of drunk driving drove away from troopers who pulled him over, but was not charged that night and never charged with drunk driving. Thank you for joining us. I'm Shannon Heggie.
I'm Mike Montecalvo. The incident led to a months-long internal investigation at the Rhode Island State Police. Target 12 investigator Tim White obtained court records and police video from the case. He's here now with what we learned.
This incident resulted in the forced retirement of a state police sergeant who was pulled over that night, and a top official at the agency admits this was a breakdown of professional standards at the state police. This is dashboard video from a state police cruiser in the early morning hours of March 23rd on 295 South in Cranston. A trooper responding to a 911 call after someone says they witnessed a pickup truck striking a barrier but keep going. The caller continued to follow the truck until state police arrived. You can see the truck swerve toward the median and over 2 lanes, then again into the breakdown lane before the trooper turns on his lights, pulling the driver over. The trooper's body-worn camera video shows him shine his light at the driver, then turns off the audio on his camera system. The driver is Nuno Vasconcelos, a state police sergeant with 20 years on the job. Court records show the trooper observed Vasconcelos slightly stumble and unsteady on his feet and detected a slight odor of an alcoholic beverage. Vasconcelos was told to sit in the passenger seat of the state police cruiser. When he was informed his truck would be towed from the scene, a police report shows Vasconcelos became agitated, telling them, "You aren't towing my expletive truck," and "Get in your expletive cruiser and follow me home. I'm going to drive in a straight line." You can see Sergeant Vasconcelos then gets back into his truck and drives away from troopers. Vasconcelos was never given a field sobriety test or charged that night with any crime after taking off from the scene. Lieutenant Colonel Robert Kramer tells Target 12, "We are disappointed with the response to the incident that night and the lack of appropriate guidance and supervision. It did not meet the expectations of the Rhode Island State Police." 5 days after the incident, an internal investigation was launched and Vasconcelos was placed on administrative leave. On May 5th, Colonel Darnell Weaver forced Vasconcelos to retire under a rarely used law that allows the colonel to move on from a trooper if they've been on the job for 20 years or more. Earlier this month, Vasconcelos was charged with 2 misdemeanors, reckless driving and obstructing an officer. He was not charged with drunk driving. The internal investigation also revealed he had been stopped the night before by troopers. Details of that incident were not released. Kramer says a supervisor working that night voluntarily retired in the wake of the incident. Vasconcelos pleaded not guilty this morning at his arraignment. His attorney, Ed Roy, says it was still too early in the case to comment. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, 12 News.